Glydways is an extraordinary revolution in urban mobility that, if I may say, is 100 years too late. So we're coming to the game with something new. We're a mass transit system, a mass transit system designed for cities. We can move 10,000 people per hour in a lane the size of a bike lane, 2 meters wide or 6 feet wide. But the kicker is you get a vehicle like the one that we're standing next to all to yourself. It's on demand, and it picks you up where you are, drops you off where you want to go on our network without ever stopping. Now, so far, I've told you this is a great chauffeur journey. The best part is we can achieve economics where the fare price is the same as a mass transit fare or a public transit fare.
I mean, that is an extraordinary leap forward, especially for a very busy city, a very congested city like Dubai. But we do already have mass transit. We have metros, we have trains, we have buses, we're going to get air taxis. What's the economic case for Glydways?
It's a great question. We do two things really, really well. We add value to existing transit networks. So you have a metro system and you have stations, but people don't live at stations. They don't work at stations. They need to go elsewhere. We're a fantastic connector to and from the rail stations into the communities and the workplaces where people actually need to be. So that's number one. Number two, we are able to achieve high capacity mass transit at 1/10 the cost of the systems you just mentioned, 1/10 the cost and a fraction of the space. Remember, our width is the size of a bike lane, and it literally is a bike lane. There's no tracks, no power, no switching, no hardware of any kind, just a bike lane. And so that means that where you have a city where there's congestion on the roads or where people live and need to be, that's where we can fulfill a mobility service that you just either can't physically fit a rail system in, or more commonly what we found, can't afford to expand the rail system to meet the ambition and the needs that massive cities like Dubai need to have. So we're both.
And so why is it so much cheaper? Is it because you don't have to lay tracks, for example?
That's part of it. So when you build an infrastructure-based mobility solution, which you do for the purpose of capacity, you want infrastructure to be small and lightweight and very flexible. And it turns out that when you do that, you can plummet the costs dramatically on what we call the capital cost, the cost to build a system, which is why we end up being about 1/10 the cost of a train system to do the same job, but also on the operations. You've probably seen trains go by or a bus go by where there's just a few people on that train or bus. Trains lose money that way. Economically, they operate in the red. We're a fully disaggregated mobility system. By applying AI technology and some other things we've developed over the last 10 years, we're able to give everyone their own vehicle on demand without stopping. That also allows us to link economics that are always sustainable. We never lose money that way. And so by having low CapEx and low OpEx, suddenly we're more scalable economically by giving personal rides. That's only possible with AI and some other new technologies. So we're very excited to bring them all together and to deliver something that people actually want to use.
Let's talk about the other side of the economic story, which is, of course, that congestion on the roads is very expensive. It reduces productivity. It just wastes everybody's time. Have you done the modeling to figure out how much money a system like Glydways can save a city?
We try to do the modeling, and every time the modeling breaks because the numbers are just astronomical. So let me tell you a slightly different story to make the same point. Why did I start Glydways? We believe at Glydways that access to mobility that is affordable, reliable, and safe is access to economic opportunity, because you need mobility to get to the jobs that you want to have, or have access to the affordable housing, and so on and so forth. So we believe that economic opportunity is tied to better access to mobility. And that's what Glydways is. Glydways is a way to get better mobility to more people in an affordable, safe, and reliable manner. Now, quality of life, I don't need to tell you or any of your viewers that being stuck in congestion wastes time, to your point, is soul crushing, frankly, sometimes enraging, depending on where you are. And so that's why we focus on a passenger experience that is bar none. And when you take your viewers inside the vehicle, you'll see something that is business class. It's your own vehicle, you don't share with strangers. Lots of space for people, and a bicycle and wheelchairs and baby strollers, controlled air conditioning, your own music, free Wi-Fi, and all these things for the price of a public transit fare. And the thesis behind that is, I want you to choose Glydways instead of being in a car. It's better for you, it's better for other passengers, it's better for the environment, and ultimately it leads to a healthier life as well, because you'll have less stress.
Okay, so I'm getting excited about this now, and there must be a meeting. Well, you're here at the World Government Summit. How soon can we expect to see one of these lovely Glydways carts on the roads or the pathways of the UAE, of Dubai?
This is where I can't contain my excitement. Dubai is, and the United Arab Emirates in general, is a place unlike any other country on earth where things happen smartly with a whole of government approach and quickly and in a coordinated way. As a result of that, we're doing trials in a number of months and we're launching several systems over the next several years, starting next year for passenger service.
But where are they going to go? I've been looking at the sign just by the pods just here, and it suggests that it's actually going to be in my area around the sort of Sakim, Al Quoz area, and it's going to start on Blue Waters Island. Is that the plan?
It's part of the plan. So actually, over the next 18 months, you're going to see 3 different types of systems materialize. One is private developments, like Blue Waters. One is rail connectors, and one is rail replacement.
It sounds like there's more to be said, but you can't say it.
I'm afraid I can't, not yet.
Don't
You'll
worry,
see it.
that's all right. We will come back to you as soon as you are allowed to say it. But I want to talk about scale. How easy is it to scale a Glydways network?
That's such a great question. Glydways was designed with scale in mind from the beginning. Let me tell you a story, and that'll then answer your question. There are approximately 10,000 cities on planet Earth that are of a size and density to need a public or mass transit system of some kind. Of that 10,000 city population, only 204 have a train system, and some only have 1 or 2 train lines that barely work. So with that in mind, when we started the company, we had to think of scale in mind, and that meant really 3 things. Number 1, only use commodity hardware. These vehicles are manufactured by our vehicle manufacturer, Suzuki. Suzuki is world-renowned for the highest quality at the most cost-efficient manner possible. Suzuki is a global car manufacturer, scalable. Our infrastructure is, as I've said to you before, a bike lane. Everyone knows how to build bike lanes. And our operations are mostly automated, and so inherently, AI technology makes it scalable. But more importantly, our unit economics allows any city or any private developer to start small and expand over time. So you can start small, see how it goes, then add another network and another network extension and so on and so forth. Land and expand. So we've removed all the barriers that are possible to remove to an infrastructure-based mobility solution to start small and go very quickly. Lastly, bike lane infrastructure is very quick to build, be it on the ground, be it above ground, and in some cases below the ground. And so we are very flexible. We fit in built-in urban environments much easier than the current alternative, which is rail, which is very big, very heavy, takes decades in most places to build, and costs astronomical amounts of money.
You're an American company based in San Francisco.
Correct.
Why did you choose to partner with Dubai to introduce Glydways in this city?
We look for cities that are ready to take a leap forward, to not be bogged down by legacy thinking, and to execute with precision. There is no better place I can think of than right here in Dubai.
And are we going to have it before everybody else?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Outside of the United States, Dubai will be the first country internationally to be operating. It's extraordinary.